Yeah. So let's check out what was it? Coal tier list. Coal ship tier list 2025. Where do we want to start? Oh, here's the coal. Yeah, all the coal. I own all of them except for the sub because we don't do subs here, chat. We have access to these things. They're called hands, so we don't need to use our tongue to drive, which means we don't play submarines. Tier list. Coal ships 2025 tier list. Oh yeah. Where do you even start? Neustrashimy. Isn't Neustra like pretty expensive as well? I should actually keep the armory open so I can check the prices on them. Flamus offered in stored 43. Yeah, I bought stored and the other one to try it. Neustrashimy 285,000 coal. Yeah, that's pretty goddamn pricey for a tier 9, man. Aye. That's pretty goddamn pricey for a tier 9, isn't it? The ship is pretty good, though. I mean, people keep trying to build a gunboat. You probably shouldn't. It's dog shit. Oh, they're listed here. Oh, you have them listed here. Fair enough. But people keep trying to build this thing as a gunboat, and honestly, it's a trash gunboat. It is horrendously bad as a gunboat because the ship doesn't have any fucking DPM. But it's actually a pretty decent torpedo boat. The torpedoes are okay, and it's more of like this. It's a torp boat that you can't kill. It's kind of like a Jäger with super heal, but unlike the Jäger, it punches back a bit better with the guns and so forth, and it can smoke. It doesn't really outgun anything, but it's very much a cockroach. It's very hard to kill. Where would I put it? Probably like a B tier destroyer, honestly. It's okay. It's nothing special, but it's not terrible either. Like I don't think it's trash. A well-played Neustra is pretty impossible to kill because the heal is just so powerful, and it can just be a cockroach. I'll probably put it as a B tier. Neustra is probably a B tier. Black. Black is also just, I mean, a downside here is it's pretty expensive for a tier 9 coal ship though. 285 is a lot for a tier 9 coal ship. Black. Can I put black as an A tier? It is really good. I mean, it's got one place where it's really good, and that's ranked. Black is like the bane of T9 ranked. It's the thing with black is the radar lasts so goddamn long. I actually don't need to even have this open. I can have let's see, tier 9 destroyers. Yeah, first of all, I can show Neustrashimy's heal. Where the hell is Neustrashimy? Neustrashy's heal is really obscene for a destroyer because it's 447 for 20 seconds, ticks per second. So that's what, 9k healing on a destroyer. That's a lot. That's a lot. And also you get the concealment down to 5-6, and you're actually pretty fast. You get speed boost on top of that. So Neustra is a hard ship. I'm pretty sure I built it full torpedoes. Yeah, we built it torpedoes, obviously. Black though, Black's gimmick is obviously the combination of smoke radar. Oh, I think I played, I don't know which version Black. I might have played Black on Leicester back in the day because I haven't played it in a while. But the combination here is obviously the fact that you can get the radar duration to obscenely long. You get 20% here, and you get what, 24, 23 second radar, which is a really long time when you consider shit like Katsonis has what, 10-second radar? That's fully built, isn't it? Like 10-second radar. Yeah, no, it's 10-second radar, and then you can get 2 seconds on top. So having twice this radar duration, and the fact that you have American smokes, very long lasting, and black, if the enemy doesn't have radar cruisers, or it's an open area of sea, black tends to kind of dominate because it's very hard to play into it. There are certain ships that do well, like obviously shit like Mogador, because you can just gas it, but if the black pre-smokes and then radars, so Mogador doesn't even get to trade properly, then Mogador just loses. It just trades really well into most things. It's the issue with it though, it's really bad against almost all cruisers, and it's pretty bad against BBs as well. Because the torps are very slow. If you run Hydro, the torps are never gonna hit anything, and you can get run down and hunted by cruisers pretty well. I'd put it in also, like, I'd say it's better than Nostra for sure. It's a higher B than this thing, but I'm not sure I can really put it into A, because ultimately you're spending 285,000 coal on a destroyer that's good but not great. And if you take it into randoms, it's never going to be nearly as good. Its place is absolutely ranked, and in ranked there's a lot of T9 competition that does extremely well against that. So it's good. I'll put it at that. It's good. I'm not sure if I can put it in A. We'll see. Maybe we'll move it later. We'll see how we end up. Malta is a CV, those are for losers. Max Immelmann is a CV, those are for losers. If you're spending coal on carriers, you're a loser. GK, well, it's dog shit. It's absolute dog shit. I mean, spending coal to have a dog shit premium has to be one of the dumbest things you can possibly do. Imagine spending, like, it's very expensive as well. Spending a bunch of coal to get one of the worst battleships in the game. I mean, I put it on my tier list in D as well, and on the coal list it's going to be D as well. It's good in brawls. It's okay in brawls. It's okay in brawls. And if the only game mode where you're okay is the one that doesn't matter, then it's pretty questionable. It's just bad. It's just bad. I've already went over it in my battleship tier list, but like bad firing angles, bad hull, clumsy, seen from the moon, easy to farm. It's just doesn't really, guns don't do anything, secondaries are power crap. It's like, it doesn't have anything going for that. Brisbane. Cruiser tier 10. We have the Brisbane, where is there? Brisbane's gimmick is obviously the 12k radar, which is nice because your concealment 9.8, so you get a really strong stealth radar. Why is it played so much if it's bad? Because the player base is, well, the people who play it is German boomers most of the time. There's no real reason to play it. People also love Zhao, despite Zhao being bad. It's whatever. Shima is also really popular, despite being one of the lowest win rate DDs. Even I enjoy playing Zhao, despite it being bad. Strength and popularity don't really go hand in hand in World of Warships. There are exceptions like Colombo, which is popular and overpowered, but like, Brisbane isn't really that good. Brisbane, it always feels awkward to play. I mean, it can, if you get to play into destroyers and shit, you fist them because you have such broken ass fucking stealth radar. But spending a, I don't know, I always felt it felt much worse than radar Minotaur. I always felt it felt significantly worse than radar Minotaur. But for PvP, the hull is just, everything matches it from everywhere, and then you got a big fucking gigantic citadel. They actually have worse armor. I think it had worse armor than Minnow, didn't it? The Minnow had a different sit, right? No, it's kind of identical. Why does it feel so much worse than Minnow? I think you just lose so much damage compared to Minotaur. That's really the issue. Like, you're trading a lot for your stealth radar, but it just plays awkward. The ship plays awkward. I've never enjoyed Brisbane. How much damage did it do? HED PIM? I mean, the HED PIM is pretty okay on it. It's not bad. I don't know why I don't really like this ship. It's not as much as like Salem, DM, Worcester, so forth, but like it's okay. I think maybe it's the ballistics. The shells are just awkward to lob. The flight time is pretty bad. Actually, the flight time is really bad. How bad is the flight then? It's pretty bad, but I mean, Minnow has kind of similar. I still like Minotaur a lot more. You can spam torps. Yeah, you can spam torps. But like, if you want to play an HE torp spammer, you can just play Jinan. I think this is like a fair bit of personal bias in this, because I just don't like it. I don't know, how well does this ship perform? Let's see what ship Brisbane. Is it the performer? It's really not. Brisbane B is the worst performing cruiser in the game. And normal Brisbane is 49. Less than fucking Yoda? The average damage on it is horrendous as well. Actually, it's the two lowest average damages. I don't remember what it was about this ship, but it just feels pretty bad. This is a huge gap, by the way. How is it 11k less than Napoli, who doesn't really do much damage unless you're good? Top 10% players? Maybe it will gain some stats here? What? Okay, this ship doesn't scale with players at all. Top 5% players in Brisbane can't get over 100k average in this ship. Kitakami has higher average damage. What the fuck is this ship? Yeah, honestly, I feel like I should play it some to remind myself of why I don't like this ship, but it's not very good, and I don't like it, and I struggle to justify why. But if you want to play a fucking HE spammer with torps, play Jinan. If you want to play a radar gunboat Dakka squishy thing, play radar Minotaur. It's very hard to justify to spend a shit ton of coal to get an experience that by all means seems very, very underwhelming. I don't know why you'd play to a radar Minotaur ever. And radar Minotaur is free. Why would you pay for it? And Napoli's S tier. Napoli's still S tier. Napoli's gonna always been S tier. It's probably the tankiest cruiser in the game, honestly. Petro might get upset at saying that, but honestly, Napoli gets away with giving all sorts of broadsides. Napoli has the smoke to disengage. Napoli is just such a troll ship. And it also has the AI secondaries, which means that gunboats that open up when you're fighting someone else tend to get fisted by that as well. Napoli is just really, really good in every possible way. It's hard to understate how good it is. It's also very popular in competitive. It's popular in ranked. It's kind of popular everywhere because it's a cruiser that's as tanky as a battleship. Brisbane is also the most expensive coal ship. Is it really? Why would you buy it then? I mean, that's absolutely... Considering this is a coal tier list, it's absolutely C tier then. Because, like, why would you spend the most to get something that's worse than a tech tree? Napo is a bit brainless. I don't really agree with that. Because to actually do a lot of damage in Napo, you need to be good at... You need to have really good positioning. Like, anyone can kind of run around on the flank and be hard to kill. But they don't really do much, except be hard to kill. But if you actually want to get high damage in Napa, it's pretty difficult to play that ship. Because you have to play really aggressive, which is generally not that easy. Not as easy as it sounds. But if you kind of just play kite whatever, you just loiter on a flank, it's very easy to play. Hello, Dutchman. Thank you, buddy. That money is going to be spent tomorrow at the veterinarian, so I appreciate it. Without the subs, although U4451 is fucking broken, it's much stronger than U2501, but like, we don't go into that. Yoshino. I mean, is it D or C? Vets in Finland are surprisingly expensive. Yeah, they are really expensive in Finland. That's why I said I'm gonna spend that straight away tomorrow. Yoshino does no DPM. Yoshino can't really do anything except run around and spam HE. It's very hard to justify Yoshino being useful. Yoshino is good if you have a brain. Is it though? It's so limited in every possible way. I'd say it's one of those ships that don't really scale much with a brain because it can't push. It doesn't have DPM. It can only really do one thing, and that's sit really far away and spam HE. That's it. Launch torps and pray to RNGs. It can't really do much. It can't really do much. Thanks again, by the way, Dutchman. I appreciate it. Yeah, I guess I'll put it C, because it's not as bad of an investment as GK. Like, at least the HE slaps pretty hard, the ballistics are pretty good. But it's terrible. If you ever bring it to ranked, you're trolling. If you ever bring it to brawls, you're trolling. If you ever bring it to unbreakable line, you're trolling. There's no modes where this thing is good, except in random battles, sitting in Narnia spamming HE. That's the only thing. And then, even then, it's not the best. It's just okay. Yoshino is impossible to justify over Henry, over Marseille, over Cerberus, shit, over Jinan. Like, there's so many other ships you can, if you want to play the HE spam cruiser, that why would you ever play this thing? Moskva. Is it A or S? I feel like nose in Moskva is kind of fucked nowadays. I mean, okay, it's kind of hard here to put it A or S because, like, if you actually want to play Moskva the way Moskva used to be played back in the day, which is you play it somewhat aggressive. You try to go nosing, you try to radar objectives, you try to push, then it's A. However, if you're a cringe lord and you sit angled in a Moskva and spam HE, then it's basically S tier because it's fucking impossible to kill. Like, you can't match it. It has so much health, so much armor, and it's got really good ballistics. And if a DD tries to get close, it radars you. So you can never actually get close to this thing. It's like a kited HE Moskva is fucking horrendous to play into. Luckily, most Moskva players are really bad, and they don't really understand how to play it. They don't know how you can do it. But like, occasionally you run into some sweaty tryhard in a Moskva that plays it kited, and just like, there's nothing you can do about it. The thing with Moskva though is, the average player gives broadside in Moskva, which is something you absolutely cannot do. Moskva has a gigantic citadel. Moskva's citadel is fucking huge, and if you get broadside in this thing, you instantly blow up. Like, this is all citadel. Okay, this is all cit. To highlight, this is all citadel. If you get broadside in this thing, it's one of the easiest battleship dev strikes in the game. You love clicking this thing in cruisers, you love clicking it in Elbings, in gunboats and stuff. The citadel is fucking gigantic. But when you play a good player who angles in it, well, then you have the issue of 50 millimeters, 50 millimeters, 50 millimeters. So you can only really match the top of the nose and the superstructure. Stern, you kind of have the same issue. You only match this and superstructure. So kited Moskva is really fucking painful to deal with. It's pretty fucking fast, and it's got that 12 km radar that lasts a goddamn lifetime. So 36 again radar, like, and the guns are rail guns. The AP is good, the HE is good. You get caught in this radar as a destroyer, you're getting fisted. So it's straight up, I'd put it in A, because these days I feel it's not nearly as versatile as it once was. Because going nosy Moskva is a lot more painful these days because of subs, airstrikes, carriers, all this nonsense. But kite Moskva is basically S tier. It's fucking horrendous. Then Moskva clicks, then Colombo clicks. Yeah, that's another thing also going nose in with Moskva is Colombo takes you as a target, and that's it. GG, game over. like all your armor means nothing. All your armor means nothing. Kaba did get the buffs. I still think it's pretty fucking dog shit. Like, it's not really a destroyer, is it? It's a cruiser. Kaba is absolutely a cruiser. They buffed the heal on this thing. Wait, what the? Where is smoke? That's a meme. We're full gunboat. There's no way we should be smoked. Why were we... Huh? We're literally full gunboat. Why are we smoked? Anyway, oh, I forgot how loud that is. You got the actual, in terms of gunboat, like, damage output, it's not incredible, but thanks to the armor it's been given, basically it's got 50mm plating, it's got some extra 50 here, and you end up bouncing and shattering a fair bit of HE, and you got a lot of health, and you got super heals. You're pretty fucking quick even without your speed boost. You're not as reliant on your speed boost as something like French destroyers, for example. So you're just very obnoxious to deal with, but you're basically only, once again, this is a ship that's only useful in randoms. You can only play it in random battles and then playing it as a kite HE spammer. In ranked, you're griefing. Like, your team brings a Kaba, the enemy brings an actually useful destroyer, you automatically lose the vision game on that flank, you automatically lose cap control. You're just fucked in every possible way because your Kaba can't do anything because he's got like 10 game concealment. He can't play the game. It's like, it's a worse it's worse cruiser DD than Elbing is. Elbing is more useful pushing into objectives than Kaba is. Kaba just can't do fucking anything. So I don't know. It's certainly better of a pick and certainly more unique of a pick than Brisbane and Yoshino, but is it much better? Maybe I'll put it as a very weak B. And that's specifically only one place, and that's randoms farming. That's it. There is actually another thing, you're right. If you don't get the fucking leg mod on it, then you have to go range here. Wait, you can't even go range, right? Never mind. This is where you win. You can't even go range on it. You couldn't even go range on it. So if you don't have leg mod, yeah, they don't allow you to go range on this server. I forgot. That's actually pretty mean because like you can't slot range here. You can't slot range. You can't slot range on the Kaba here. Oh yeah. No, it's no way. Like you have to get the leg mod, then it's a C tier ship for sure. Ranked exists, so level up please. Kurfürst in ranked. I don't think it's even C ranked in rank. I'd rather see a Montana on my team than a GK. No, I'll put it, because honestly, you need the fucking leg mod on that car as well. That's so much of an investment. You're spending a lot of coal, and you're spending Research Bureau to get a leg mod to ultimately play what is essentially a dogshit destroyer and kind of a mediocre cruiser. That's hard justification, that one. Salem? Like Salem in terms of pure strength, I'd probably put it as an A tier ship. But we are doing a coal tier list, and there is very little reason to spend... it's not an A tier coal ship in the sense that you don't want to spend so much coal to essentially get a Des Moines side grade. Because that's what Salem is. It's a Des Moines side grade. You get worse... You get worse radar, and you can't run radar and hydro, but in return you get a super heal. It's a side grade. And actually, it's probably downgrade nowadays because leg mod on DM is so fucking important, and you can't run leg mod on Salem. So Salem might just be straight up a downgrade from DM these days. A fair bit of downgrade actually. Yeah, no, it's a good ship, but if you have DM, there's very little reason to get it. So if they buff the super heal so that it heals more pen damage, it might be more viable, but the issue is like you get slapped by a Colombo or some fucking match, and you can't you get to heal back once, and then you don't heal anymore because like the percentage is so low, and then it's game over. Feel like you need to add more classification to the chart. Yeah, it's kind of like we're kind of constrained in what we have here because there's a fair bit of like whatever. We'll work within our constraints. Hayate was buffed. Hayate was buffed. They made it so you can run smoke and torpedo reload in separate slots. So you can have both. We're running full gunboat Hayate and then yeah, basically full gunboat RPF Hayate on Yuki. But the issue with the ship is it's very big, and it's got a big turning circle and not really the best rudder, so it's very clunky. It also has the issue that the guns are in the back, but your concealment is 6.1. So there's like a handful of ships that Hayate trades pretty well with, but you kind of have to run at those to trade them. The issue is your guns are in the back, so you run until you spot, and then you have to start turning to get your back turrets in because your handling is so dog shit. It's just a really big, clunky ship. The guns are actually pretty okay. The guns are not that bad. Like, especially full gunboat, Hayate does pretty okay damage. It's actually surprisingly good. This thing does more damage than Lucian. People tend to underestimate the Hayate gunpowder, but that's because a lot of people build it for torpedoes, which you shouldn't. Like, I can pull it up once again. There we go. That's DPM, and Hayate is here. You basically have Holland DPM. Lucian is here, Kaba is here, Grozobo is here. So you actually do a fair bit of HE DPM, and it's pretty slapping, hard-hitting HE as well. So full gun build Hayate, like we're actually talking, we're up here in terms of damage output. So you can fight other destroyers pretty well. The issue is your hull is pretty fucked. You got a bad turret setup, and your hull is massive and clunky, and you don't really have any support tools that many other ships have. Like Daring has short burst smoke, heal, hydro. Z42 has hydroacoustic surge, long range. Like Lucian has hydro. Most of these ships have something to support their gunpowder, whereas Hayate has a full torpedo boat set of consumables, but you kind of want to play it with guns. So there's like a mismatch with the consumables and the hull and the actual gunpowder and what you want to do in it. So it always feels like you're kind of fighting the ship itself when you want to do something in this thing. I don't. It's still not like it still does a decent amount of damage. Is it gonna be another fucking B tier ship? It's like not bad. It's okay. It's hard to justify spending coal on a tier 10 average destroyer though. Like there's so many better destroyers. I think Shimakaze is objectively better than Hayate, like easily. It's very, and Haragumo, especially now with the buff, Haragumo is definitely better than Hayate. So it's hard to justify wanting to spend coal on a ship that I feel is just worse than both. It's just. I don't know. I think honestly, I think it's a bit. Mostly because why would you want to spend coal on it? At least Combi is unique. Hayate though? It's like I've talked about this before, but Hayate kind of combines the worst parts of Shima and Haragumo. It combines the worst parts of them. It gets the turret setup of the Shima, and the big clunky guns of the Shima, but it gets the size of the Haragumo, without really getting like any trade-offs. It's like it's the worst parts of both combined into one ship. I don't really like it at all. It does have one highlight, as someone mentioned in chat. That is fair. It does have one fucking busted feature. And that's the Japanese lacquer come up. Where is it? There it is. But it costs 7,000 dubs. It costs 7,000 dubs, but it is undoubtedly one of the better looking camos in the game. It's really fucking good looking. It's one of my favorite camos. But like, this is basically the biggest selling point. Álvaro de Bazan. That was the burst fire car. Where the hell is our Álvaro? The hell did we use to build on this thing? What is our Eugenio Sanchez? Okay, pretty full gunboat. Was this the one where you wanted to FK more than you wanted to normal shoot? What's the normal route? No. FK, you had like a giga burst. It's got a pretty good conceal. The Torps were not that good, were they? Actually, it's the Torps. They know they're slow as shit. You're not gonna rely on them. It's kind of like a farming car. Um, it's a farming car with a lot of health and a pretty nasty burst. I remember I thought this ship was pretty fucking decent. Like, not great, but pretty decent. So yeah, it's got some big downsides. One of them is the ship is massive. Like, it's fucking massive. It's a big goddamn boat. So expect the torps, expect to get hit by everything. The turning circle is pretty fucking massive as well. The other issue is the turret traverse is horrendous. We are running a captain that gives... Actually, we're not running the captain, and we got 20.7. I think with the captain we'd get it something like 18-second turret traverse, but it's still pretty fucking bad on a gunboat. But the burst on it is cracked. The burst is really cracked. People for some reason don't use it enough. You have like this weird built-in minus 10% shell dispersion, so you got kind of a deadeye built into the burst, and you get to shoot 3 shots. 3 shots with fucking 8 guns. You can take DDs to half HP, or from half HP you can one-shot them. It's really strong. And because of the combination of the speed, it's very quick. If you run at enemy destroyers, and they smoke up and try to go dark, you can burst them just before they go dark, and then you can turn around and disengage. So Foot Álvaro was pretty okay, actually. I kind of liked it. It gets fisted a fair bit, but I kind of liked it. I think it's like definitely like a strong beat here. It's also pretty unique. I feel like we need another tier. I feel like we kind of need another tier, man. It's like there's a lot of stacks in the same tier now. But I think Álvaro is significantly better than Black and Neostra as a pick. Add F, GK to E. But like, I don't know how I'd move them. We'll have to manage chat. It's close enough. It's not... Ultimately, this is just my opinion anyway. This is just my opinion. You can't take my opinion too seriously. Marcus? Oh, is Marcus S tier or A tier? Marcus was an easy S tier back in the day. Is it still an S tier ship? It's still pretty fucking good. It's significantly harder to play than it used to be, though. Like, I actually like Pleb more than Marcus, but I think Marcus is still probably really strong. Marcus does have the issue. Marcus does have the issue with... it requires hands to play, because the ballistics are dog shit. The ballistics are really bad, but it doesn't rely on a reload booster the way Kleber does. It just pumps out damage without trying. CVs and subs have made it a lot worse to play, though. It's made it so much less comfortable to play. Like, it's just a significantly worse experience. And something that's not really talked about is all the secondary cars also make Marcus a bit more painful to play. Because, well, generally you kind of wanted to play Marcus a bit closer than you wanted to play Kleber, because of the ballistics being so ass on this thing. The issue is, if you try to play it a bit closer these days, you get AI gunner to shit. You get AI gunner to shit. I don't know, can I put it in... Can I not put it in S tier, though? This thing does have really good AA, though. I mean, looking at all the other ships, it's definitely an S tier ship, honestly. Looking at all the other ships. But I do have to put the caveat for any person who looks at this and goes, wow, I should instantly buy Marcus. It's pretty hard to play. It's probably one of the most misplayed ships in World of Warships. People struggle in Marceau, okay? Like, it's not an easy ship to play. I think if you sort by, like, win rate and shit, I'm pretty sure Marcus is going to be one of the worst performing ones. I wouldn't be surprised. Marcus has exactly 50% win rate. But there's a big difference between a good player... There's a big difference between a good player and a bad player in a Marcus. A bad player in a Marcus is never going to do anything. A good player will make you smash your keyboard. So, like, there's a huge variation there. Sherman is kind of S tier without even trying. Unlike Marcus, Sherman is S tier without honestly having almost any skill requirements. Sherman is S tier just by fucking existing. Like, whereas in Marcus, you have to go, you have to position well, you have to juke, you have to like, you have to play the ship, you have to know it inside and out, you have to understand a lot how to play and all of this. In Sherman, you kind of sail somewhere, stop your ship, pop your smoke, pop your hydro, and then you sit in that smoke and you farm 100,000 damage. And then when your smoke runs out, you sail it forward, and then you repeat the process. And no DDs can really walk close to you because you kill them with sap. And anything that's nearby, you farm. You have really good ballistics as well, so it's really easy to farm far away. Like, the biggest threat is getting caught in a radar or getting YOLO'd by some enemy destroyer when your Hydra's in cooldown, because your torps are shit, and you're pretty fucking slow. So if you're caught in radar, you're gonna eat a lot of fucking damage. But your Sherman isn't, funnily enough, Sherman is pretty fucking misplayed as well, isn't it? Look at Sherman win rate. Okay, the two worst win rate ships in World of Warships are Elbing and Sherman. I don't even have to talk about Elbing, because you know what I think about Elbing. I fucking love that ship. Bazan is also down here. But Sherman being down here is, it's just, I don't understand how this player base fucks up Sherman. But Sherman is really good. Sherman is really, really good. I don't know how people fuck it up, but Sherman is really, really fucking good. It's always incredible to me that it's almost incredible that, like, I have how many? I have 7 Sherman videos on my YouTube. I have 7 different Sherman videos on my YouTube. You can go watch any of them. The ship is fucking insane. It's just really good. Marceau, I think I have 3 different vids on. I actually haven't done one since 2024. But both ships are very good. Haven't seen you play Sherman. Okay, here we go. Tromp. Tromp is like this toxic piece of I fucking hate. First of all, I hate Tromp, and I hate people who play Tromp. But if we're just rating the ship itself, it's probably like an A tier now with the new captain. It's the most obnoxious shit to play against. It's actually a pretty okay gunboat, but it's also got the airstrikes. A lot of idiots though play this ship as if it's only an airstrike ship. They never use their guns for some reason, because they're brain damage, I guess. They don't understand how good the guns are. But it's obnoxious as hell, because you try to play a flank and there's a Tromp there, and he never shoots. All he does is spam torps and spam airstrikes, and your game is just horrendous. And it's just obnoxious as shit. That doesn't mean the ship isn't good. It's just fucking obnoxious as hell. Having access to the new commander. Oh, not this guy. Not this guy. This guy. We haven't even played it with this guy, but having access to this guy and being able to stack your wither strikes, being able to stack this, being able to stack the bomb hits, which is pretty easy to get in this thing. Like, everything about this is just. This commander is, well, it's really good on Dutch airstrike ships, obviously. Conrad is just really broken. So, it's got really good conceal as well. You get like 5-8 conceal on a ship that has 26k health, so you're pretty tanky. Your gun power is pretty nice, like you have 150mm guns. But the most obnoxious part is obviously just spamming these pieces of shit. Spamming these pieces of shit on cooldown. Tromp's issue though is the kited firing angles are really bad, so you have to give a lot of broadside if you're kite farming. But ideally, if if the guy you're farming is fighting someone else, it doesn't really matter. It's slow, yeah, but it's got a giga speed boost. It's still like, I'd say it's still an A tier. Halford, that's the dog shit hybrid, isn't it? Wait, is Halford a coal ship? Why don't I have it? Oh, because I have tier 10 listed here. There we go. Where's Halford? There it is, Halford. We don't really play this thing. This is like the really shit destroyer that has access to rocket planes, right? What did they buff on it? They buffed something on it. What did they buff? But like, it's really bad. Because it's like, it's a really shit deity. Oh, they gave it main gun reload. They gave it main gun reload? Yeah, look to it. 2.8 looked better than I remember. But ultimately, God, it's just such Ebola. One less torp. Yeah, for the hybrid, it only got one torp launcher. I mean, it's just disgusting, a hybrid destroyer. I don't remember how good this is. I don't think I played it much. Obviously, like, okay, for shit like ranked, it depends heavily on if there is a carrier or not. If the enemy doesn't have a carrier, or like if the game doesn't have a carrier, and you can just launch a plane and go spot the enemy DD, it's like plane spotting is broken. You're a DD that can spot another DD without taking any risks. It's like a broken mechanic. Plane spotting in general is fucking broken. But the DD itself is pretty eh. I don't think it's as bad as this because it does have its moments, specifically in ranked. If the enemy doesn't have, if there's not a, it's not a, if it's not a carrier game, then Halford brings broken ass fucking plane spotting. But I mean, it's just obnoxious as shit. It's just obnoxious as shit. I don't know. Maybe do I even want to put it here? I haven't played it since they buffed it though, so it's a hard call for me. I don't know how much better it is after the buff. Still don't understand how plane spotting is a thing in this game. Well, you see, if wargaming didn't include plane spotting, then what would happen is when the carrier comes in for a strike, you could actually do what all these defenders have said. You could just dodge. You could angle against the strike. You could actively maneuver against the carrier. But because plane spotting is a feature, when the carrier comes in, you have to choose: do I get fucked by this airstrike, or do I get fucked by the entire enemy team? And most of the time, it's not worth getting fucked by the entire enemy team, so you just get punched in the face for free with 0 counterplay, and then you have to smile because Wargaming says you just had a great time. So that's probably why they don't want to remove plane spotting, because it would actually give the surface players more options. I mean, I feel like a good player in Halford could just ruin the game for you if it just hovers you. But I've never actually seen the ship do anything. I've never seen it as a threat myself. Maybe I'll put it hesitant fucking C. I don't know. Plane spotting is so busted now. Groningen is actually really good. Wait, what happened with Friesland anyway? Groningen is the same ship as Friesland. What happened to the Friesland? Same ship, different nation. Is the Friesland also here somewhere in the list, or what resource is it? I would rather have a fully capable DD on my team. Yes, same. Oh, that's the Halford buffs. Friesland just got removed. Oh, they buffed it quite a bit. The Halford buffs. Big gun reload and much better shell ballistics. Yeah, I don't know how it plays now. I genuinely have no idea how it plays now. Interesting. Okay, so Friesland was removed. So Groningen is basically Friesland. It's actually a really good ship. Groningen is actually a really good gunboat. It's one of those slept on. I mean, Friesland is the same thing as a Groningen. Holy shit, we're running big bonuses on this thing. It's got 5 km Hydra. It's actually got pretty good AA. Does it still have pretty good AA? Yeah, it still has 6 flak, bro. 6 flak AA. God damn. 6 flak AA and pretty decent continues and smoke. So in shit like carrier games, it doesn't. Downside is it has no torps, but it's got a lot of Dakka. It's a pure gunboat with smoke. It kind of reminds me of Cossack. You walk into enemy DDs and you try to pick fights with them. That's basically it. Downside is 6.4 conceal, but you got smoke, you got hydro, you can dominate cap points pretty well. Carriers don't really want to fuck with you as much, because of the AA. It used to really shred planes, yeah, of course, but they nerfed all AA, so it's pretty good ship. I think pretty misplayed ship as well. Cities don't really want to target you. No, it's like you're not a fun target, and also if you're smoked up, they don't really want to fly near your smoke either, because you're shredding from 6 km away. Probably like a B tier ship. Probably a strong B tier. Honestly, I'd rather probably play Groningen than Black or Neustrashimy. I'd rather play Groningen instead of these two. Like, I feel like it's more fun of a ship. The issue is, of course, with Groningen, if people know that your ship has no torps, they can just run at your smoke. It happens sometimes. The battleship just goes, oh, it's a Groningen. I'm just going to run straight at your smoke. And you have no choice but to get the fuck out of there. If you stay, you have no tools. Like, they can just run you over. So it does require some positional understanding. Ägir. I would say of all of these, it might be one of the... I mean, it's better than Siegfried. It's better than Siegfried, and once randoms, I don't know if I really... Like, the armor is the selling point on this thing. The armor is the selling point. Like, well-angled Ägir is actually really fucking tanky. The issue is it burns. The issue is it burns. But the well-angled Siegfried is pretty fucking tanky. The issue is, of course, this. If you're fighting 406s and shit, which honestly happens quite a lot, this hurts. But other than that, you got pretty good armor on this thing. The guns, okay-ish at best. You're very tanky for a cruiser. You're pretty stealthy. The speed is okay. The selling point is obviously 6 km Hydra mostly. You don't want to build this secondaries. People build the secondaries because it's German. You want to use your main guns. It burns for 60 seconds. Yeah, it burns for 60. So it does get cooked pretty fucking easily. I don't know. I don't want to put it with these, because I think like Ägir is definitely a more unique and more interesting ship. I'll put this thing in B tier. Azuma? Azuma is like strong C. Azuma is like a strong C. Would I play it instead of Ägir? Azuma is actually much better than Yoshino, which is... I'm a bit feeling kind of constrained by the lack of tiers right now. But like, because I don't really want to put Azuma in the same tier as Yoshino, but... what do you have rudder modern? Oh, that's might be old. Now, Azuma is actually a better ship than Yoshino, and there's a couple reasons for this. One of the most important things is which people actually forget. Like, okay, Yoshino gets slightly better armor. You go from the 27, you go to the 30. You go from the 27, you go to the 30 here. But the big selling point here is Yoshino actually has standard heal, standard dogshit heal. You get torture, but you get standard dogshit heal. Azuma, on the other hand, actually gets access to fast reloading heal. It's got a 40-second cooldown. If you run the flag, it's got a 38-second cooldown. So this means that your 65, 66k HP cruiser at tier 9. And you're actually cycling heals really fucking quickly. Which means when you're trading with other cruisers, you can trade really, really well. Significantly better than Yoshino can because of that. Yoshino doesn't have any torps, but honestly, Azuma doesn't have torps, but honestly, Yoshino torps are a liability most of the time. In return, it gets fast reloading heal, and it does keep the same 310mm guns, but at the much better matchmaking. Significantly better matchmaking. So... Azuma is just, it's kind of like a better Yoshino, but at T9 instead of tier 10. I'd much rather play Azuma than I play Yoshino. It does share the same issue with Yoshino though, which is you can burn it to death because it burns for 60 seconds and it's got a massive fucking citadel and it handles poorly and it's not great, but I'd rather play Azuma than Yoshino. I'd rather not play any of them. Yeah, ultimately this is a coal tier list, and do you really want to spend coal on either of these? No, you don't. No, you fucking don't. You really don't. Iwami. Was Iwami the one that actually had good guns? Was the good one? No, shit. Iwami was the secondary car, wasn't it? Oh, well, then it's dog shit. It's really dog shit. Yeah, then it's really dog shit. Well, first of all, the big issue with the ship, it's got a big citadel. So you're a brawling secondary ship with big sets, with a big citadel. That's already makes it rough. It has you get some torps, yeah, but they're kind of aren't these what the deep water ones? No, these are the 20 km Shima ones. They're even worse. Never mind. Iwami is underrated, I think. It has great turret angles, decent secondaries, and torps. Did it have great angles? I feel like I'm being gaslighted now. I feel like I'm being gaslighted now. Okay, the gun angles are actually pretty good at 25. The secondaries are, well, no, the secondary angles are dog shit. That was the thing. That's the thing. You don't want to build. The issue was you wanted to build for the secondaries because the guns are not that good. And the secondary angles are dog shit. That was the problem. Like, if you just look at the main gun angles, it looks really promising. Like, whoa, whoa, look at this. This is a great main gun angles. But you want to build it for secondaries, and your secondary angles are pretty fucking bad. They are pretty bad. Maybe the kited angle is okay? The kited angle maybe is okay. The torps are in the rear. Yeah, I mean, this is a kited ship, isn't it? But the issue was also the hull eats a lot of shit. The hull is like stepped, so it eats a lot of shit. The sit eats a lot of shit. I don't think I particularly ever liked Iwami. 10-5. Why is it only 10-5? Wait, why is my secondary range only 10-5? Is that the max? You can only get 10-5? There's multiple reasons not to like this thing. Having to get into 10-5 to use your secondaries is dog shit, considering your angles are really bad. So you have to get really close, and then you have to give a lot of broadside to use them. And if you give too much, you just get sit. Well, wasn't the handling really bad as well? It was okay. 14-1 isn't that bad. I mean, concealment 14-3. Is this with concealment? No, it's not. Like, it's without concealment. Yeah. I mean, the issue is there's so much power creep in secondary cars nowadays. It's really rough to play this thing. Also, you don't really have any tools against shit like subs. You don't have any tools against shit like subs. That's a real problem. Like, you have no hydro or no funny rudder or something. So you just fucking die. Maybe strong C tier? The question is, why would you want to buy it? Main guns is... I don't think you wanted to build this thing. I think you wanted to build the other IGN ship for guns. The other IGN ship was better for guns, wasn't it? Iwami's issue was, I think, the reload is really bad. 28-second reload on 8 guns. I could see the ship being built for main guns being more useful than it being built for secondaries. I could absolutely see that. But then why would you play it over Azuma? Is there a selling point there that I'm missing? Hizen was the one you built for guns, right? Ultimately, if you're building this thing for main guns, why not just play Tech Tree Izumo for a much better hull and much better turret setup? Also, much better punch. I think Iwami didn't get the guns. What was Iwami guns? Iwami guns were something sussy. What was sussy here? Oh yeah. Now I remember what was sussy here. That's what's sussy here. That's Izumo. That's Izuma guns, one of the best guns at tier 9. And then you get Dyson that got the same guns. Then we have Masan Shippen. And then down here we get to Iwami. He's an Iwami. These all have the same guns. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. You also have much faster flight time in this. How's it at 18? Flight time. The heavy shells take over now. Flight time 9.4 seconds, 550. Flight time 10.1, 475. Yeah, you lose a lot. You lose a lot in the arm, in the pen there. You lose a lot in the pen there. Yeah, no. Ultimately, it's a coal list, so you need to justify spending coal to buy the ship. We're not talking about someone who already has the ship in their port and goes like, well, I occasionally like playing the ship. It's pretty fun. Okay, that's fine. But that's not the same thing as someone who's sitting there looking at a whole list of fucking coal ships and going, should I buy this? And no, you should not buy it. That's what it comes down to. Kearsarge is actually really fucking good. I mean, I hate to see like it's a hybrid, but it's like it's unique and it's really fucking good. It's criminally fucking misplayed, like it's played by retards. But Kearsarge is really nasty. A well-played Kearsarge is so fucking obnoxious. It's like a mini Montana tier 9 with plane spotting. It's like, luckily, most people who play Kearsarge are trash at the game. Because if people were better at the game, Kearsarge would be really broken. Yeah, it's 12. Like, for some reason, people see Kearsarge, a ship that has 12 North Carolina guns, and go, I should sit in the back and use my planes as my main armament. Very smart. Very smart. Moskva not S. Well, we went over it, and Moskva, I'd put Moskva in S if you're playing it as a kite farmer. But if you're actually trying to play it actively and push and like play it as it's kind of intended, then it's basically an A tier ship. But like kite farming is HE kite farmer is S tier. Tulsa, the buffs make it better, but like the hope was always it was gonna be like a DM at T9, but honestly, it never really felt like a DM at tier 9. It never really felt like a Des Moines at tier 9. It just feels too underwhelming, the 4 front guns. It feels anemic, to put it nicely. It doesn't really have the nuke mod. And I think the issue was also they didn't give it the radar, did they? Like, that was one of the things I was missing. The issue is, like, if we're looking at someone who wants to buy a new premium ship, why would you buy Tulsa with its 9 km radar? Why would you buy Tulsa with its 9 km radar and honestly pretty anemic damage output of only 6 guns, when you can just play the new buffed Buffalo that absolutely shits out shells with an 8.8 second reload nowadays, which is fucking obscene on 12 guns, nice firing angles, and 10 km radar. Like, new Buffalo is really good. So ultimately you're competing against Buffalo, which is a tier 9 tech tree ship. Why would you want to spend coal to buy what is essentially a worse ship? What's new on Buffalo? I don't remember what they changed. I think they gave it DPM. They gave it a lot of DPM. That was the thing. I played it after the buff and it was really fucking good. Let me see if I can find it. Shit, where was the... I don't remember which patch it was. But they gave that thing a lot of goddamn DPM. Can't find the change. Was it public test 13.7? I think public test 13.7. I think this was the patch. Let me see if I can find it. Buffalo. Oh yeah, here. Main battery reload time reduced 11 to 10. Researchable gun range increased. Rudder shift reduced to 8.4. So they gave it DPM and they gave it maneuverability. It used to be 12-second reload, then they buffed it to 11, and now 10. So yeah, no, Buffalo is objectively much better than Tulsa. Guess Tulsa is somewhat unique, so I'll put it like somewhere here, but why would you want to spend coal on it? Doesn't make any sense. Carrot is dog shit. I think it's just like B tier. do I need to, do I even need to discuss putting carrot in D tier? It's a kite HE farmer that doesn't do any damage. Like, what is the point? Where the fuck is that carrot? There it is. Okay, like, first of all, look at the size of this thing. Look at the fucking size of this thing. Okay, so the gimmick is supposed to be, it's like fast, 36.2, and then you pop your 20% speed boost, you're really fast, you're doing 45 knots, whatever. No, it has no reload booster. But the issue is, your main gun reload is 22 seconds on a cruiser. And I don't think it had cruiser dispersion either. It had some fucking dogshit dispersion as well. So you're shooting every 22 seconds, and then your guns aren't even going where you're aiming. It was like something fucking giga trash, man. It was something giga trash. Let's see. Oh yeah, you have the breast dispersion. You have the breast, you have the battle cruiser or whatever dispersion on that thing. So you're this big, massive, clunky piece of shit. Like, look at the fucking size of this thing. And then your guns reload every 22 seconds. And you have what, 10 guns? I think you have 10 guns, yeah. You have 10 guns. It feels like it was created with the idea that you push somewhere with your speed, and when you get in a good angle, you pop main battery reload booster, and then you just crush someone. But then it's like Wargaming forgot to give it main battery reload booster, or an F key, or something. They forgot to give it something that makes you able to capitalize. Because what happens now is you push into some angle, position, whatever, and then you start getting farmed to shit. Because, like, you're a big fucking farmable pinata. That's what happens. Like, your armor is pretty good, but like ultimately you just get HE farmed and shit. And I think I had a big... No, the Citadel is actually really trolly. It's pretty trolly Citadel. But you just get like farmed, and you don't really do anything. You sail around, and you don't really do anything in this thing. Because like the damage output is so underwhelming. The angles are shit as well for kiting. I think the angles were pretty bad for pushing as well. Like, so... It's just, I don't know. It had no torps either. It has no torps either, so you can't even YOLO anything. You're just like, you kind of just sit there and exist. I don't know why you would spend coal to do that. Honestly, Azuma is a better experience. Azuma is a much better experience than this thing. Marco Polo. Holy fuck. Why would you spend coal on any Italian battleships with the existence of Colombo? What was Marco Polo's gimmick? Was that the one with the sap secondaries? It had something going for it. The guns punched hard, though. That was it. Because it has, like, the same guns as... Oh, it has 406mm sap. Oh, that was the gimmick on this thing. 406 sap. 30.4 second reload. How's the dispersion on them? Oh, that was Verdi. That was Verdi. Was Verdi the better one? I played this thing a fair bit, actually, but it's been a while. Let's see. Marco Polo. There we have it. Okay. 1.9 Sigma is pretty nice. It's got... The guns are pretty accurate. I'll give it that. The guns are pretty accurate. Third most accurate Italian BBF, Loria and UU Colombo. Okay, but you do need to understand there's a big fucking gap between Loria, Colombo, and everyone else. So, like, there's a big gap there. Is this the thing people build secondaries all the time for some reason? This might be one of those. People love building secondaries on a lot of Italian BBs, on a lot of French BBs as well, and it's really stupid every time. No smoke, but 406 sap. What's the alpha on it? 14.1. 12-5. That's actually really hard hitting sap. That's actually really fucking disgustingly hard hitting sap. Roma tier 9 with sap. Interesting. We should play it some more. 102mm armor pen on it. I don't remember. I played it some? Played it some. How have I performed it? It's been such a long time though. Where's how did we search? What was it called? Marco Polo. Marco Polo? Where have we played this thing? There, Marco Polo. 8 games. 165k average. That's pretty fucking good for a T9 BB. This thing must be pretty strong. This thing must be pretty strong, but I must have gotten pretty bored of it if I haven't played it more. Only 8 games. Yeah, it's a very small sample size. Very small sample size. Why do I have 40% in Alsace? Oh, 10 games. Jesus, how bad is Alsace at the moment? But it's a SEP spammer. What is it? So the AP is the AP really bad on it? The AP is just less alpha. I guess, I mean, it's just SEP point and click adventure kind of ship. It's probably pretty good. I'm not sure you'd want to spend coal on it though. Once again, because Colombo exists. Would you want to spend coal on it when Colombo exists? Probably not, but I can't deny that it seems, the stats-wise, it seems, I don't remember it, that's the problem, but stats-wise, it seems pretty strong. I'll put it as a, like, weak B, like, for the ship strength alone, but I probably wouldn't recommend spending coal on it, because why would you, when you can get Colombo? Pommern! Actually, no, we should get Sid 44. Well, Sid 44 is dog shit. Sid 44 is dog shit for retards that fucking bring the ship into ranked and then grief my games and lose on purpose. I swear I've never met a fucking Sid 44 player that wasn't congenitally fucking clinically retarded. I don't think it's even happened ever once that I met a Sid 44 player that wasn't fucking demented at birth. I actually despise people who play this thing so much. Why do I despise it? I think the guns are just all 22.5 second territories. I think it was like a Torp spammer, but it was like, why would you play it when all these other things existed? It's a HEDPM, it is less HEDPM than Neustrashimy. Holy shit. So, okay, the guns do nothing. The guns do nothing, the AP does something, but it's not great. Torps? Not great. Is torp reload fast? 65 seconds. It's pretty fast. How many are you spamming? You're spamming 10. You're spamming 10 12 game torps. So it's actually not that bad. I think the people who play it are just the issue. Like the stats don't seem that bad. The concealment is good as well. The handling is pretty okay as well, except for the turning circle. So it's pretty good then, but like, okay. Oh, actually, this is full torque build. I guess we're running full torque build. It makes sense because the guns are shit. But with full torque build, you reach 65. That's pretty okay. So, but it's a big clunky piece of shit. Why would you play it though? Why would you play it when Sid 46 exists though? Which is just like strong at everything. It seems very one-dimensional. The lack of gunpowder means you get bullied really hard as well. Is it German smokes? It probably is. Yeah, German smokes are the worst smokes in the game. That's unfortunate. 8 speed boost. I mean, it's occasionally fast. Yeah, it's 85% top base reload on the tarps. I don't see any reason why you'd spend coal on this though. Like, there's a lot of really good tier 9 destroyers you're competing with. Why would you spend coal on it? So you can play a German torpedo mode? That's probably it, isn't it? It's very hard to justify spending coal on this. Also, only torpedoes. Credit farm? Why would you want a credit farm in the torpedo boat? Unless it's like Polo Emilio. Like, torpedo boats are horrendously inconsistent. Much better to credit farm in gunboats. I don't see much of a point. I mean, the concealment is fine and torps are fine, but like, I don't see any point in getting it. What does it do? Pommern. Probably beat there. Pommern is like the ultimate like credit farmer in basically every single game mode that ever comes out. Whenever there's a game mode that's tier 9, you play Pommern. You want to brawl, you play Pommern. You want to... Anything you want to do that involves... You want to make credits, you play Pommern. Pommern pumps out money like fucking crazy. Well, thought Pommern was ass... Pommern is actually pretty fucking ass in random battles. Like, no joke, Pommern in randoms is like basically dog shit. It doesn't survive under pressure or anything. It just fucking dies. It's dog. But when there's stuff like Unbreakable, brawls, 1 versus 1s, tier 9 brawls, whatever, Pommern is literally one of the best ships in the game. That's pretty niche though. It's pretty niche, but like when you do reach that niche, it's surprisingly fucking good. Where's my Pommern? We're gonna probably have a lot of XP on our Pommern. There it is. Oh, not as much as I thought, but like the combination here is Hydro, 6 km Hydro, secondaries, torpedoes, and 12 guns. It's a lot of like armament, and you get a turtle back. The issue is, of course, your concealment is shit, you handle like shit, which is all... These are huge issues in randoms, but for funny game modes, it's pretty insane. For randoms or whatever, like... I remember when we played, what was it, the Unbreakable Line? I think that's what it's called, and you could play Pommern in it. Bro, the thing is, like, okay, look at this. Look at that. And that's with a blue booster. That's with a blue booster. And this was, how long of a game was this? This was 3.3k base or something like this. In funny game modes like this, Pommern just pumps out so much damage and so much credit. There was 11-minute game, 12-minute actually total battle duration. 12-minute game, 1.7 million with a blue booster. It's just a really good credit farmer. It's just, for any fun modes, it's really good. The issue is it's dog shit for everything else, so I'm just going to put it into B. I think it's a solid B ship. Like, it's a solid B. I will warn anyone wanting to buy it. If you're buying it because you think you're going to have a great time in random battles, that's not going to happen. You play this in randoms, you suffer. I have warned you. You play that in randoms, you suffer. Jäger? Yeah. I hate to do this, but like, Jäger is actually a really good ship. That's the thing. Jäger is actually a really good ship. It's well-played Jäger is probably the most obnoxious experience you can have in World of Warships, excluding being tortured by a sub. Being tortured by a Jäger is fucking horrendous. It's fast, it's stealthy as shit, and Wargaming, in their infinite wisdom, decided to make Jäger a tier 1 hull. So the hull is actually fucking minimal. It is so small. Jäger is one of the smallest destroyers in the game because it's a fucking tier 4 hull or something. It is ridiculously small. So actually hitting it is basically impossible. Add in the fact that the thing comes with, when you get a captain, it comes with 19k health, and then you get funny heals, and you get funny speed boosts on top. And you got one of the best concealments in the game at 5.4 concealment. So, yeah, you can just fucking loiter next to you the entire game, and you never get to kill him. The Torps, they don't seem like they do much. 7.5k Torps. But the fucking piece of shit has 12 of them. That's the problem. It's got 12 torpedoes. And they reload in 65 seconds with the full build. Of course, if you're getting Swirsky fucking funny procs, then you get even faster torpedo reload. And, oh, sorry, that was without the flag. With the flag, you get 20k HP. Sorry about that. You're undetectable by planes because you're so stealthy, and you're vomiting out these torps all the time. And the issue isn't as much the torps, it's the flooding and the damage accumulates. Like trying to play a BB on a flank with a Jäger torturing you. These torps do 90 knots. It's just unplayable. You just have to constantly dodge. Luckily, most Jäger players are really bad. They launch all their torps on the white line, so you evade once and you're fine. But if you ever play against a good Jäger player, what they do is they spread out their launches. Sometimes they launch 2 sets, and then they wait 20 seconds, they launch 2 sets. And they can basically keep doing that, like launch 2, wait 25 seconds, 30 seconds, launch 2, and they can keep doing that forever. So every 30 seconds you got a spread of torps coming your way. And then when you finally eat them, you fucking get a flooding, you DCP that, and soon there's gonna be more. And more. And more. And it never stops. It's every 30 seconds on cooldown, there's more torps coming your way. And it's completely unplayable for a surface ship. Like, it is fucking obnoxious as hell. It is the CV for non-CV ships. Yeah, exactly. The only thing you can do with when this thing is you just run away. It's like fighting a sub. You just run away. You can't run it down because it does 38.9 with speed boost over 40 knots. You hope one of your radar cruisers, one of your DDs show up, something shows up, but then the Jäger usually just runs away and you never catch it. The lucky thing is most players who play Jäger are really fucking bad at the game, which is the only thing keeping this thing in check. Because if they weren't really bad at the game, it would be a much more hated ship than it is right now. Right now, it's mostly hated by good players because they understand the potential of the ship. Some of these more destroy the gunboat. Yeah, people tend to get themselves killed in that thing all the time. But luckily, but like, Jäger is probably an A tier ship. But just because I don't want more people playing Jäger, I'm gonna put it in B tier. Because fuck you, don't play this thing. Fuck you. We'll put it in B tier. It's probably honestly an A tier ship, but just don't play it. Fuck you. The downside is that it's getting outgunned by every other DD. Yeah, but you have to keep running at it as well. If the Jäger just runs straight away, you're shooting at the tier 4 hull. Small fucking hull running away, bobbing in the water. Bobbing in the water doesn't affect the aim, by the way. Haha, nice one. And it's bobbing away doing 40 knots, and it's got 5.4 conceal and a heal. Good luck gassing that thing. Flint? Flint is a pretty good ship if you don't own Atlanta. Atlanta is objectively a better ship. But Flint is honestly pretty chill. You kind of just smoke up, you farm. It's not bad. It's pretty decent ship. I mean, Atlanta is better. If you own Atlanta, there's no reason to get this. But if you don't have Atlanta and you just want a chill farming ship, probably like a low B tier ship, Flint, honestly. It's pretty fine. Mm. Mm. My radar location Kitakaze butchers Jägers all the time. You do realize that's because the Jäger player is bad then. Because the Jäger is faster than Kitakaze and stealthier than Kitakaze. So if Jägers are dying to Kitakaze, then you're just being dog shit. That's basically what it is. And that is a vast majority of Jäger players. They're just dog shit. But like there's no justification if you as a superior stealth, superior speed, healing, destroyer get killed by the Kaza. There's like no excuse. You're just bad. Just run away, bro. Key. I thought Key was actually pretty okay. Oops, we're in ranked. We should do randoms. I thought Key was actually pretty okay. I think you have like pretty good guns. He had like 410s, right? 10 410s. They were pretty good. It's got a good looking camo as well. Was it just that this thing is basically just a fair bit power crept? It's got the torps, but good luck using them. They're really far back in the ship. You mostly use the guns on this thing. Didn't this thing used to have AA? I think it did. It used to have AA. Not so much anymore. It's an old ship now. It's an old ship. Probably pretty hard to justify getting this thing now. Like, it's mostly a main gun battleship. Why would you spend coal to get it? Why would you spend coal to play it? What is the selling point? He is a manga for operations? I guess. But like, if you want to do ops and shit, you can just play Iwami for the cash. HE? I mean, IGN HE is pretty good. It's pretty decent, HE, but... Comparing to Massachusetts isn't very fair, though. I agree with that. Because, like, Massa is better than all, so it's hard to sell that. Where would we put this? Pretty fucking biograph. Why would you buy it? It was used to be a great camo farmer, didn't it? It had a special camo that gave it. It used, oh yeah, it was Kobayashi key. That used to give you a lot of credits, but Wargaming nerfed that, of course. Yeah, the Kobayashi camo. This is the Kobayashi camo. It used to be give a fucking cash. But like, I guess Key's an okay battleship. Pretty hard to justify though. I think it's like a C-tier ship probably. Anhalt? Dog shit. Absolute dog shit. You're retarded if you like Anhalt. I'm sorry, there's no excuses. If you tell me that you enjoy Anhalt, I'm sorry to tell you, but your parents were probably drinking while they conceived you. Like, there is no justification for enjoying Anhalt. It is the biggest pile of shit in the game. It is the ship you bring to rank to lose games. It is the ship you bring to randoms to be fucking irrelevant. It doesn't even work in operations. It's the biggest pile of trash. Like, you're just retarded if you like it. Like, if you're in my comments right now defending Anhalt, I'm sorry to tell you, I'm gonna fucking remove you from my YouTube and just ban you because you're so fucking retarded. You can't like this ship. Like, it's not humanly allowed. It's dog shit. Dmitry Pozharsky is... I played that thing. It's pretty bad, honestly. It's pretty bad. What is the selling point of Pozharsky? I played that thing just recently. It's like an AP Kutuzov. Did it even have smoke? It's like an AP Kutuzov, isn't it? I played it just recently. It was like okayish at best. It wasn't like terrible, but it wasn't anything special either. Where's that Pozharsky? There it is. Oh yeah, it was short burst smoke. And you shot AP in it. It had only AP. Much worse torps than Kutuzov as well. Yeah, no armor, no nothing. You just kind of sit kite AP spam. It was not honestly really good. And what's the reason to play it? Why would you want to play a kite AP? Like, there's such lack of synergy playing a kite AP cruiser to begin with. Like, it's too clunky to play it the same way you play an Edinburgh or something. You have to play it kite. So why would you want to play a kite AP cruiser instead of a kite HE cruiser? That's much better. The AP is improved, sure, but like, okay, it's more useful than these, but like, it's still bad. Nottingham, wasn't Nottingham really bad? This was the one with the 203s, right? This, yeah, 203s. 13-second reload, 203s. Oh, lordy, lordy, have mercy. No heal either. Two oh threes. That's just like a Lidl Nelson, isn't it? Off. 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 Oh, I feel like this thing just eats shit. It needs a smoke. Yeah, okay, well, but again, why would you want to play this thing? Instead of any variety of tier 8 cruisers. Like, if you want to play UK smoke, play Edinburgh. There's so many good tier 8 cruisers anyway. Salem, Baltimore, like Cleveland. Why would you spend coal? Okay, I don't understand. It seems I can see no reason to ever want this thing. Duke of York. Why would you want to play Duke of York when King George exists? Duke has Hydro. Duke has improved AP pen angles, but you don't really want to be shoot. Oh, holy shit! This is an old build, I guess. Just saw this one. It's got improved pen angles. It's got Hydro. Why would you want to play it when King George exists? What's the point? It's the only battleship, or one of the few battleships that can't overmatch same tier battleships. Like when I see this in ranked, it can't overmatch Nelson, it gets overmatched by it. It can't overmatch Sinop, it gets overmatched by it. It can't overmatch Colorado, Nagato, yada yada. All of them overmatch it back. Improved pen angles, but improved pen angles are fucking irrelevant in tier 7 battleships because they all overmatch each other. None of the other battleships need improved pen angles because they overmatch. So what's the benefit of having improved pen angles when you give up overmatch together? It's like trading down. You're literally trading down. And I mean, if you want to play a British battleship, just play King George and shoot HE. It's much better. It's really fucking cracked. Like King George HE is completely busted. 41% fire chest at this tier with 25-second reload. It's nuts. It's just good for dev strike and light cruisers, but you can do that in other battleships by overmatching. You don't even need to improve pen angles. Like, why would you? There's no point. This is a downgrade, no matter how you look at it. And in return, you get 29.5-second reload on the guns, bro. You give up almost 5 seconds. You give up 4.5 seconds of reload going from King George to this thing. 4.5 seconds of reload. Almost 20% reload you're giving up. Switching to this thing. Why would you do that? That's a horrendous downgrade. No, King George is objectively the better ship because it does so much more damage. I think it also... Did they have the same stats otherwise? It had the same stats otherwise. No, they didn't. Wait. Why does this thing have better rudder? 15-second rudder. Did they buff it at some point? They might have buffed it at some point. And Duke of York has 17.5. Why would you play it? You give up so much to get Hydra and improved pen angles, and the improved pen angles is irrelevant, and the only thing useful is Hydra, but you don't really want to be pushing in a Duke of York anyway. It's like, it's one of those. This is not like a battleship tier list. This is a coal tier list. And the question is, if someone new was looking at the list, what should they spend coal on? They shouldn't spend coal on a Duke of York. Absolutely not. Why would you? It's a downgrade. Scharnhorst 43. It's probably like a B tier ship. It's pretty fun. Like, that's a pretty strong selling point. It's pretty fucking fun. Scharnhorst 43. Where do I have it here? I played this thing actually a fair bit. It's like the original Scharnhorst, but they just gave it a bunch of fucking gimmicks, including a 15% speed boost. So you can just gas it down a flank like a fucking madman. Also, I think it got bitter secondaries as well. Yeah, it got bitter secondaries as well. 38mm pen 6. So, and these things pen other BBs without even trying. Yeah, the guns were better, but the secondaries are much bigger gassers. So you just run it down with speed boost, secondaries blazing, and you torp shit. Like, it's pretty fun. It's objectively pretty fun. In terms of things to spend coal on, this is a pretty fun investment. Scharnhorst 43 is a pretty fun investment. Probably, in randoms, depends on matchmaking at tier 7. If you're up against tier 9s, you're a joke. If you get to play your own tier and up and lower tiers, you're really strong. Yeah, the amount of people spam this like crazy in rank though, and in brawls as well. Stored 43 is fucking dog shit. I just played it. Actually, it might be D tier. I just played that thing. It might actually be D tier. I tried to figure out what the gimmick on the ship was. Oh yeah, it was the super. You can kind of walk in. I remember I could walk in and kill some subs with it when I tried it. I could walk in and kill some subs and trade with some DDs, but the DPM is dog shit. And the torps are very anemic. And the super heal, I mean, it only lasts 10 seconds, so you're healing for 3.6k HP. It's not great. But I won't put it in D tier. It's not like a disaster, but like not worth spending coal on. Not worth spending coal on. Lazo is like a shores, but for some reason you're spending coal on it. Lazo is just like straight up a shores. You just get spotter plans. Buying Lazo was one of those, like, if you're low on coal, there's literally no reason to get it. It's like, it's even the same hull. This is Lazo. This is shores. What is the main gun reload on shores? Shores 8-second reload, 17.3 km range. 9-second reload. 70. Yeah, okay, you get worse reload on Lazo. I didn't remember that. Jesus. I guess you get your funny spotter planes. Yeah, you get your rapid takeoff spotters, so you can spam non-stop spotters. What the fuck is this? Are we memeing? Hello? Hello? What is this? Are we? This looks like a meme. But I mean, Shores gets a spotter plane as well. It's just not the rapid takeoff one. But in return, you have 8-second reload versus 9-second reload. Why would you buy the Lazo? I don't get it. Is Shores faster as well? Shores does 37.3. Wait, Shores does 35.5. Lazo does 35. Oh, it's so much faster. 33.5 versus 35.5. Bro, Lazo is so trash. Why would you play Lazo or Shores? You're slower and you do less DPM. You have worse rudder as well. 8.8 second rudder versus 9.7 rudder. So, where's DPM? Where's speed? Where's handling? Why would you fucking... What? They both have dog shit AI. That's pretty accurate. Shores has 4 km torps, 2x4. This is 2x3. So you have worse torps as well. Where's Torps? Better conceal? I don't think so. 12-8. I think this might be... Is it Lighthouse? Yeah, it's Lighthouse. It's same conceal. 12-9. 12-8? 12-9. Okay. 0.1 better conceal. No, that's terrible. That's terrible. That's actually... Holy shit, that's so bad. Same dispersion. Roger. Okay, there is no... I'm actually gonna put Lazo here. Because, like, you're buying a worse shores for a resource. Why? Why? You're literally investing a hard-earned resource into buying a ship that's worse than the Tech 3 ship. Biskovica. Fire spam? Yeah, why not play the Tech 3 then? Old Biska. It's so power crap, bro. It's so power crap. It is so power crap, man. Call in! Maton. Wife has food ready. Bliska is like... It's a classic and it hurts to put it there, but bro, 6.8 conceal nowadays? And isn't the DPM really bad? It's all build. Isn't the DPM really bad on this car? I remember when this used to be a real gunboat. It does less damage than Vekolin now, while being slower, less stealthy. Also gives up a lot of torps to do that. Didn't give up a fair bit of health for everything as well. Oh yeah, it's so squishy compared to the new destroyers. It's so squishy compared to the new it is. Sheesh, the power creep there. Why would you ever play this thing or shit like back on it? It wasn't considered strong back then. But like, it's so power crept now. It's so power crept. Yeah, I think C. I mean, you're spending once again coal on one of the worst tier 7 destroyers. That's pretty much it. I think this is basically where I stand. And I want to highlight now, this is not an objective like how strong is this ship. It's more like if you're a new player or an experienced player, whatever, you're a guy who has a lot of coal and you're looking at the list of ships in the coal list, what should I spend coal on? This is, in my opinion, a priority list. More of a more priority list than an actual tier list on what's recommended to get versus what's not. What to spend coal on, basically. Yeah. What's worth spending coal on? I do want people to, though there are certain ships that are gonna be harder to play than others. A good comparison is Marceau versus Forrest Sherman. Marceau is much harder to play. There's also a lot of the A tier ships can be, well, challenging to play.